Welcome to Stocks Matter. This is stock market analysis for March 21st. Today we saw the 200 MA rejection and SPY closed in a doji. So right now you're neither bull or bear. There really isn't any indication as to where the trend is going to go. Because we have seen, if you go back to January 28th right here, you can see that it tapped the MA and then the next day it just went over. But then after that it just crippled down. So we're going to have to wait for an actual signal instead of just looking at one candle. Let's go over through the day. So on the 5-minute, here's our open. We opened strong, and then this is where we tested our MA 200. Got rejected, pulled back, and then we just flushed down after Powell began speaking about double rate hikes on the table for May. After that, we just got a... no, we still had cybersecurity news from the White House press that we should be ramping up on cybersecurity. And then at the end, we just pumped back up and ended flat. So it wasn't a bad day. It wasn't really anything good. But for the RSI, you could have traded this pretty easily with a divergence here. And then the RSI just kept going down until it broke out a bit. You also have the MACD showing loss of momentum. So, yeah, it was... if you caught that, that was a pretty good trade right there. Let's take a look at 4-hour. Still no real signal. As I said, we still might be having a pullback coming. I do expect that. And then I also wanted to show the VIX, because we were speaking about this yesterday, how it kept holding this trend line, as I showed. And today we had the falling wedge break out and then just reverse back down onto the trend line. So we should see a bit more life in VIX, unless it just breaks through this trend line, and then we'll see the gap at 1993, I believe. So back to the Nasdaq. Mainly the same thing apart from this trend line here. We did not test it yet. We are sitting on support at 345.50. And the MA is still, I believe it's at 63? No, 68. So yeah, it still has a while to go to test that. Alright, for oil, trend line, bounce, and then I said that we would be seeing around 110 to 115 range. We almost did get to 115. Looks like they got a limit down right now. Yeah, they limit down. Opened at about 110.93. Let's see what else. So this is the little head and shoulders. Anything else? We did break this lower high. And then I also wanted to talk about gold here. Gold, we said that there would be like a head and shoulders here. It is weaker than oil. So if gold was following oil, gold should be above 1950. It might be lagging, in my opinion. However, it is still weak, relatively, from all the momentum it had from here with the oil run. So it's strange to look at. So keep an eye on it. Might be a lagging one. Next one we have Apple. Apple, yesterday it touched the trend line. Today went past it. It is still above it, so we shall see. There is still this rising wedge that we talked about as well. That can push it back down, if anything. Or it could break out higher, who knows. but that would be at 167, 62, or yeah, 62. There's also a MACD crossing over here. So, we did get the signal, however, will it last? Because we've seen a crossing here, and then it just absolutely reversed, and the momentum went down. So, are we going to see an actual bullish cross here and call this an actual bottom? Alright, let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla, we said 950 to 850. 950 was the resistance from back in January, and then all of the gap over here. Going back here, we do have, could be a shooting star a bit, but I wouldn't say anything yet, honestly. I would just see where the candles go yet still. So for Tesla, I would be watching this low of today, and if it would break that, it would become a lower low in my eyes, and then if it started doing that each day, that would begin the trend reversal, and then that's when you would want to play short or go into your puts. However, then you would have this 850 support that you would have to watch for. Alright, let's take a look at Biddy. Bitcoin, still independent, nothing really special. Looked. Now this was from yesterday. Yeah, so Sunday, it went up to the trend line of the pennant up the resistance. It just came back down. So we might just see it come back down and then punch back up. And then eventually we will see it break out by mid-April, unless it breaks out before that. Some other things. TLT. Let's take a look at the chart. It's been in a downtrend while the 10-year yield has been absolutely dominating. Absolutely insane move today with a 7.82%. We might be seeing it come back down soon for a pullback once it reaches what is this? Can't see it. 2.37. 2.37. After that, we might be seeing it come back down to fill this gap right here. Let me mark this. RSI here has been telling me that it is in a divergence with higher highs here, but then you got lower highs being created. So if we do see a little rejection here, I would watch out. And then also for TLT, you want to see this RSI here. So we can see that there's a divergence here as well. You have lower lows here on the RSI, but you have a higher low on this one, higher low on this one, and then here now, but you're making lower lows. So are we going to see TLT bounce and then watch the yields fall down with it? Or is TLT going to be the one that cracks to watch the yield go higher and push above the channel? Because these are just inverses. If you look at it, they're both same channel, same way, all just inversed. Then you also have the MACD here, showing momentum going down. Signal line, a little bit of a wedge actually. Interesting. Yeah, not much can be said. It's just been crumbling down as it should be with rising rates. So in conclusion for today, SPY was flat. Nothing really happened apart from seeing that the buyers took it down from the 200 MA, and then after that the sellers pushed it down, but then the buyers came back. So really just a flat day, nothing happened, and you just gotta wait for another signal to appear that can resort to maybe the pullback or breakout from this downtrend in the market. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.